welcome. I am here today streaming to you, the viewer, once again with my classic radio stream that I like to do every week, if you can believe it. Every week, except on the weeks that I don't do it, which is more often than not. Just give me one second, test my audio. And it sounds just fine. Okay. Yeah, there isn't really a theme this week. I don't really have any specific cohesive thing that I'm doing. So let's say we get right into it. How about it? Oh, black screen, but not anymore. Because we're gonna listen to Radiohead and their song Bloom. So this is an interesting one because this is a song off of an album that I think most people consider Radiohead's to be Radiohead's worst album, or at least one of their worst. I don't think anyone thinks it's a bad album, but no one I think considers it to be their favorite. So it's kind of a I was kind of back and forth whether I should include the song, but I do love the song. There are a couple songs on the album that I think are incredible. This is one of them. And I figured why not open up the stream with the first song off of The King of Limbs. This is Radiohead with Bloom. Oh, I used to listen to the song while playing Maple Story and drinking Red G2. Well, hopefully this will give you flashbacks to a simpler time. This is Radiohead with Bloom.
I'm moving out of Albany, turning in some a giant tells jellyfish flow by.
And that was Radiohead with Bloom. What's up, Luke? Welcome. This your first time watching a stream of mine? If so, double welcome. I appreciate you listening. Let's move on to Baths and their song Ossuary. I've played Baths a few times on the stream, but as seen by this side right here, I have not played this specific song. I've lurked before, but I'm in the chat. Well, I'm glad to hear your voice in my head. Mr. PS5 man in the chat. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you guys are listening. I don't really have much to say about Baths, because I've talked about him a lot. He's really good. If you don't know who he is, maybe the song will convince you to listen to him. Maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll find out. This is Baths with Ossuary.
With all my desperate symmetry, with all my white lights and straight lines, my skin will still sag at the end of my life. Death pirouettes through the flicker of the wick and makes you sick. Once interred and turned to bone, ribs like a house to the Lord. Once interred and turned to bone, boys come to worship in hordes. Once interred and turned to bone, fate unseen, kiss the stone. You hope that where you are, that you're not alone. turd and turned to bone. Ribs like a house to the Lord. Once he turned to bone. Bugs come to worship and hordes. Oh, frailty. What worse fates could you possibly show me? What worse fates could you possibly show me?
And that was Baths with Ossuary. Luke's vibing with it, which I can always appreciate. And you got a package stolen. That sucks. That's something I've always been really afraid of. Especially with the last two places I lived. I lived in I mean, very nice, safe neighborhoods, but it's still like, you never know. Nice, safe neighborhoods can still have people who can steal stuff, but so I was always nervous about it. But the place I live now has a package room that you have to like enter a code to get in, and if you and they have a camera in there, so if you enter the code, like the code is associated with you, so they know that you entered the room at some point, and then they also just have a camera of you taking maybe more packages than you are supposed to. So it's way more have way more peace of mind in where I am now. So I'm ordering things left and right, and it's been great. Coming up next is The Field with Everybody's Gotta Learn Sometime. The Field is a ambient, sort of glitchy electronic artist who makes really good music. But this song is a cover, I guess, a complete remake of another song that I listened to once I heard this version. And I was like, oh, the original song is boring and lame, and this version is great. So I'm here. I'm interested to see what you guys think about it. This is The Field with Everybody's Gotta Learn Sometime.
Change your heart. Look around you. Change your heart. It will astound you. I need your loving like the sunshine.
And that was The Field with Everybody's Gotta Learn Sometime. And coming up next is the radio department with This Thing Was Bound to Happen. Now, just like Baths, I've played the radio department on here many times before, so I don't have much more to say about them than I already have. But if you haven't heard them on the stream before or at all, they are a really good band from, I think, Sweden, if you can believe that, if you can believe that nonsense. They're great, and I love them, and I've loved them for years, and I hope you do too. This is the radio department with This Thing Was Bound to Happen. That was the radio department with This Thing Was Bound to Happen. Luke says, just wrapped up work. Have a good night, guys. Gonna go take a walk down to the lake. Thanks for the stream, Alex. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. It means a lot to have people actually care about what I'm doing. Um, so that song is one that I really love. That album came out during a time where I was kind of down in the dumps, and much like the rest of Radio Department, the rest of their discography, I I needed it in that moment, and it helped me out. So they have a special place in my heart. Coming up next is Western Skies Motel with Migratory Birds. Now, this is a bit of an ambient song. I chose this because I felt I don't play enough straight up ambient stuff on this stream. So it's sort of modern classical undertones to it, but it's mainly just electronic ambience that I think is really good. And I think that if you're in for a chill moment, then this is your thing. Let's take a listen, shall we? This is Western Skies Motel with Migratory Birds. And that was Western Skies Motel with Migratory Birds. Just a lovely little song, I think. Nice and relaxing. Coming up next is Uyama Hiroto with Stratus. Uh, I play a lot of Nujabes. I still don't know how to pronounce him. He's one of my favorite artists, but whatever. I play a lot of him on the stream, and Uyama Hiroto was rather a constant collaborator with him up until his passing. Uyama Hiroto has since picked up the torch and has started making music very similar to Nujabes' music, and it's very good. I love this song in particular. I think it's when you compare it to Nujabes, Nujabes. It's a Nujabes. It doesn't matter. When you compare it with Nujabes, it's just it's amazing how well he replicated his style, and I love the song. So let's take a listen. This is Uyama Hiroto with Stratus. And that was Stratus by Uyama Hiroto. Now, coming up next is Yukihiro Takahashi with Sunset, and this begins a string of songs that are from Japan from the 70s to the 80s. So hopefully you're ready for it because I have about five in a row here. This song I think is fucking incredible. I don't like the rest of the songs off of the album this is from that much, but this one in particular I think is like unreal in terms of how good it is. I was shocked when I first heard it, and hopefully you like it. This is Yukihiro Takahashi with Sunset. And that was Yukihiro Takahashi with Sunset. Love that song. Love the chorus especially. I think it's great. Coming up next is Aming with the song Matsuwa, or I'll Wait. Now, this is a duo act the person on the right here, I don't know her name because unfortunately for her, she did not go on to be any sort of famous at all. While the woman on the left here, his name is Takako Okamura, and she became very famous and successful as a solo artist. I think this group had like one like album, maybe like an EP that they released before they split off to do their own things. And Takako Okamura became very famous, and the one person that did not, like I just said. But this song, Matsuwa, is amazing. I love this song. I think it's really good. Very different from my normal play on here. A bit more folky than normal. But I think if you like my taste so far, I think that you'll also like this. So let's give it a try. This is Aming with Matsuwa.
私の
and that was Aming with Matsuwa. And coming up next is the just talked about Takako Okamura, who was one half of Aming. Like I said, she went on to have a very successful career, and this song, Omoide ni Kawa Kawaru Naraba, or If It Turns Into a Memory, is the name of this song. I try to translate these into English, but I also try to write it phonetically in the Japanese. In Japanese, I try to write it phonetically in English characters. It's hard to read the bigger words for me, so forgive me for that. Omoide ni kaware nuraba, I think is how you pronounce it. All right, well, doesn't matter. This is a good song. She has a lot of songs that I really like, and this is one, this is one of them. That's an intro, right? Um, this is I. This one's more, I think, of a more generic-y pop song, but I still think it's catchy, and I still do like it. But it still falls into that city pop sort of feel that so many of our generation seems to love. So let's give it a listen, why don't we? This is Takako Okamura with um, Takako Okamura with Omoide ni Kawaru Naraba. And that was Takako Okamura with Omoide ni Kawaru Naraba. I'm not going to say that ever again. All right. Let's move on to the next song. This is Hiromi Iwasaki with Kiss Again. Similar vein of the last song, just a standard city pop song, but one that I really like. I think Hiromi Iwasaki, I found out, is like mega famous in Japan. I didn't realize that. I thought you were just another one of the random artists that a bunch of younger kids from the US have found and clung onto on YouTube and stuff. But no, she's like majorly popular over there from what I know. At least she was back when she was like around. So let's listen to her. This is Hiromi Iwasaki with Kiss Again.
鍵かけて返さないよそ見なんかしないでどうか誰より好きだと言って泣き出してしまいそうよ夜に一人残されたなら抱きしめて私の髪もっと強くいつもいつもいつも Hold me tight そうあなたが好きいつもいつもいつも Hold me tight ただあなたが好き Your sweet kiss once more 開発に責められても構わない恋の火で心尽きるなら時計なんか外して他の人など考えないであなたの瞳の中映る私磨かれてゆく綺麗になりたいのよあなたのためにいつもいつもいつも Hold me tight そうあなたが好きいつもいつもいつも Hold me tight ただあなたが好き好きになるほど苦しいそばにいるのに悲しい Kiss again Kiss again Hold me tight 私を離さないでね好きになるほど苦しいそばにいるのに悲しい Kiss again Kiss again Hold me tight 私を離さないでねどうか誰より好きだと言って泣き出してしまいそうよ夜に一人残されたなら抱きしめて私の髪もっと強く好きになるほど苦しいそばに
And that was Hiromi Iwasaki with Kiss Again. Now, coming up next is the last in these five songs, these last city, five of the five city pop songs is Bread and Butter with Summer Blue. I've played them on this before. They're just standard city pop, but very funky and very fun to listen to. So let's listen to them now. This is Bread and Butter with Summer Blue. And that was Bread and Butter with Summer Blue. Hope you liked it, because I sure did. Coming up next is Rye with Shed Some Blood. As I mentioned last week, a lot of people are shocked to find out that the singer of Rye is a man, but it is. I'm not a big R&B guy typically, but there's something about this that just feels good to listen to. How smooth it is, how beautiful the voice is. I love Rye. I think they're great, and I'm excited to listen to the song because I was shocked to find out that I've never played the song on here before. So let's give it a listen. This is Rye with Shed Some Blood.
Sitting in your space, asking myself why. Sitting in your space, asking myself why. You can't stay up. I'm walking through that door. Don't wanna be. I'm shattered to the core. Ooh, we shed some tears, baby. Ooh, we shed some tears, baby. Oh, let's shed some blue. Move my way. Move my way. Move my way. Speeding my way home on this road to oblivion. Don't wanna hear your voice on the phone. Wanna be your choice, not just a moan. Oh, don't call me love unless you mean it. 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 At least not to my face. Shed some tears, baby. Shed some tears, baby. Oh, let's shed some blue. Move my way. Move my way. Move my way. So move.
And that was Rye with Shed Some Blood. I really love the breakdown towards the end of that song, where he sings "Don't call me love unless you mean it." I just the way he sings that always gets to me. I think it's good. I don't know why I talked like that for a second there. The good part was obviously a joke, but I was talking like I was like reading off a script or something. That was weird. I'll try not to do that ever again. Coming up next is Nujabes with Ordinary Joe featuring Terry Callier. I was talking about him before when I played Uyami Hiroto, but he is just the best at what he does. I love him, and I wish he was still with us. You know, it's the worst when someone you admire passes away. It really sucks. Terry Callier, from what I've also heard, has also passed away. So rest in peace to that man too. I guess I don't know him at all other than the song, so I can't really speak to what else he's done. But death is not a good thing, and you can write that one down if you wanna. You can keep that one in your back pocket. show it to your loved ones, your friends. They'll probably agree with you. This is a sort of jazzy hip hop song that I really like, and I hope you enjoy it too. This is Nuja Bass featuring Terry Collier with Ordinary Joe.
Yeah, what's up? It's Terry Collier. Got a new way to flow for Ordinary Joe. You know. A new way to flow.
That was Nujabes featuring Terry Collier with Ordinary Joe. Whoops, cracked my keyboard. All right, coming up next is a bit of a switch up. This is Keen with Your Eyes Open. I love this song. It is one of my all-time favorites, just in general, just in my life, not of the past however many years, just of all time. I think the song is phenomenal, and I really hope that you enjoy what you hear. So let's just hop right into it. Why not, you know? This is Keen with Your Eyes Open.
Well, it's a lonely road that you have chosen. Morning comes and you don't want to know me anymore. And it's a long time since your heart was frozen. Morning comes and you don't want to know me anymore. For a moment, your eyes open and you know all the things I ever wanted you to know. I don't know you and I don't want to till the moment your eyes open and you know that it's a lonely place that you have run to. Morning comes and you don't want to know me anymore. And it's a lonely end that you will come to. Morning comes and you don't want to know me anymore. For a moment, your eyes open and you know all the things I ever wanted you to know. I don't know you and I don't want to till the moment your eyes open and you know. For a moment, your eyes open and you know all the things I ever wanted you to know. I don't know you and I don't want to till the moment your eyes open and you know.
That was Keen with Your Eyes Open. I first heard that song when I was very young, and I still love it to this day. I think it's phenomenal. Coming up next is Postal Service with Brand New Colony. Postal Service is very famous. I think everyone knows who they are at this point in time. I think they've recently teased a new album, but ended up being like a weird like skit they did, and everyone was pissed at them or something. But I didn't care. I didn't even hear about it until way later. So I still like them. A lot of people are pissed off at them though because of that. Brand New Colony is a fantastic song. It's not their most famous song, but this is my personal favorite off of the album. I think it's a really beautiful song. So let's give it a listen. This is Postal Service with Brand New Colony.
I'll be the grapes fermented, bottled and served with a table set in my finest suit, like a perfect gentleman. I'll be the fire escape that's bolted to the ancient brick where you will sit and contemplate your day. I'll be the water wings that save you if you start drowning in an open tab when your judgment's on the brink. I'll be the phonograph that plays your favorite albums back as you're lying there, drifting off to sleep. I'll be the platform shoes, undo what heredity's done to you. You won't have to strain to look into my eyes. I'll be your winter coat, buttoned and zipped straight to the throat with a collar up, so you won't catch cold. I want to take you far from the cynics in this town and kiss you on the mouth. We'll cut our bodies free from the tethers of this scene. Start a brand new colony where everything will change. We'll give ourselves new names, identities erased. The sun will heat the ground under our bare feet in this brand new colony. This brand new colony.
That was Postal Service with Brand New Colony. I really enjoy that song a lot. I wish the outro part was a little bit shorter, but otherwise I think it's a fantastic song. Coming up next is another bit of a change of pace. This is Burial with their song Rodent. Um, I've played him on here many times before. I don't think I ever played this song though. This one's fantastic. A bit trappy, a bit more intense than his normal stuff. I think the song is fantastic. A bit more techno. Uh, I wish he would release a full album at some point in the near future, but I doubt that'll happen. He keeps releasing these singles, and I just want a large collection of his stuff. A large new bunch of songs because he is incredible, and I want as much music from him as possible. This is Burial with Rodent.
Come in, love. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. Come in, love. Hey. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you. What would I do without you? Don't know what I do without you.
Burial with Rodent. Coming up next is Kirinji with Jikanganai or No Time. Uh, this is a sort of what's this? Shibuya. This is Shibuya K style song. I first heard of Kirinji when I started looking up the artists who made the Katamari Damacy songs, or the soundtrack from We Love Katamari. They were one of the artists who made a song, and I decided to download all of their discography. And this was their newest album at the time, and it left an imprint on me pretty heavily. I think this album is insanely good, more than it has any right to be. So hopefully you'll enjoy it as well. This is Kirinji with Jikanganai.
あと何回君
And that was Kirinji with Jikanganai. Very funky song to pump up your mood anytime you might be feeling down. Coming up next is Foals and their song Tron. Now, you might be thinking, that's the name of a movie, and you're right, it is. But this movie, or that movie and the song have nothing to do with each other. I'm sorry to spill the news to you this way. Please forgive me. Foals is great. I played them a bunch, but I played a song off of this exact album last week, and the people who were there really enjoyed it because they love Foals, but they're not here now, so I don't know if anyone here enjoys Foals themselves, so maybe this will be your first time hearing them. And if that's the case, I hope you like them. This is Foals with Tron.
Away
and that was Foles with Tron. Ooh, did you like it? I hope so, because I love that song. Now, coming up next is Mew with Do You Love It? Now, I've said this a million times before, but Mew is my favorite band of all time, and this song is one of my all-time favorites of theirs. It's kind of a weird one in terms of how they released it, because they made a best of album after I think their fourth album release, and the best of is called Eggs Are Funny. Like I said, it's a best of, so it has a bunch of different songs from different albums, and then one new song on there which is found nowhere else, and that's this song here. And I hate that because I think the song is incredible and it should be on its own separate thing and not in a best of, because I feel like people won't listen to it if they've already listened to all their other stuff already. So I think it's too hidden, I guess. Also, who puts a new song on a best of? I mean, that's presumptuous. Like, oh, this song. I mean, it is one of their best. So I mean, they're right. But this is one of our best songs. No one's heard it yet, but they're gonna agree with us. This is one of our best. And now the name of the song is "Do You Love It?" And now that's the song. That's the question I'll have to ask you at the end of the song to my audience: is did you like it? I guess I'll find out pretty soon. This is Mew with "Do You Love It?"
A sick Brazilian jaguar decided in its boardroom and still soaring a feline smell. Friends there shuffled on the stairs, on sweaty faces, unshaven with a sick Brazilian jaguar torturing the silky sheet. In a moment that tastes and sweet, footsteps shuffled on the stairs.
And that was Mew with "Do You Love It?" I adore that song. I love that song so much. You don't have to answer me, by the way, chat. There's only a couple of you watching me now, and you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. But did you like it? If you don't answer me on chat, at least answer it in your own head, and I'll feel it. I'll feel the energy that you're spreading out. Wait, I'm getting something. You loved it. Wow, I'm glad to hear it. Coming up next is Fleet Foxes with Can I Believe You? Now, Fleet Foxes is, as I've said many times before, one of my favorite bands ever. Their latest release, Shore, was, while not my favorite of theirs, a really solid album and had a few songs on it that I really enjoyed, and this is one of them. I think this is the third song on the album, the third track, and I was this is the song that hooked me. I was like, okay, they still got it. Even though they haven't released an album in a little while, they still have that mojo that I like, and I hope you enjoy it as well. This is Fleet Foxes with Can I Believe You?
Can I believe you? Can I believe you? Can I ever know your mind and my hand in mine? Do we both confide? I see it in you, living what I saw. See what you need to, the doubt is yours. Now I'm learning the road. Never get this close. I've been wounded before. Hasn't let me go. It never got less strange, showing anyone just a bare face. If I don't, well, nothing will change. Staying under my weather all day. Can I believe you when you say I'm good? I didn't need to, and I wish you would. No, it isn't enough. Never held that much. Now another way. Been around too hard. It never got less strange, showing anyone just a bare face. But if I don't, well, nothing will change. Staying under my weather all day. Lately, I'm wondering too, what type of desire I can break when I'm one way with them, one with you. What half is it of me rearranged? Can I believe you? Can I believe you? I wanna need you. I wanna need you. Can I believe you? Can I believe you?
And that was Fleet Foxes with Can I Believe You? Well, I hope the answer is yes, because I'm saying I like that song. And coming up next on the list, we're approaching the end here. I think there's only 6 songs left on the playlist for tonight. This is Sweet Trip with Milk. And Sweet Trip is probably the most underrated band I know of. They haven't released anything in a very long time, but even with that, they have just such a solid track record of songs and albums that it makes me sad that not more people know about them. So I try to play them pretty regularly to kind of get people to find them and figure out that they're amazing. So this is my latest endeavor. This is Sweet Trip with Milk.
On this land, tossing and turning, you'll never figure out a way harder to be free when
That was Sweet Trip with Milk. And I cannot overstate enough how much I love that song. It is outstanding in every way, in my opinion. Coming up next is The Smiths with There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. Now, I mentioned this on last week's stream that this was on the playlist that I made for my ex-girlfriend a long time ago, but I had to remove it because it scared her a little bit because the song is sort of about committing suicide. And so I decided why not slap it into this one, even though because I didn't play it on last week's. You know, I talked about it, so hell, why not? Why not? Why talk about a song and not play it? You know, I love this song. I think it's their best song, probably, the Smiths. So let's give it a listen. Excuse me, I burped. This is the Smiths with There Is a Light and It Never Goes Out.
Take me out tonight, where there's music and there's people and the young and the light. Driving in your car, I never want to go home because I haven't got one anymore. Take me out tonight, because I want to see people and I want to see light. Driving in your car, oh please don't drop me home, because it's not my home, it's their home and I'm welcome no more. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Take me out tonight, take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care. And in the darkened underpass, I thought, oh God, my chance has come at last. But then a strange fear gripped me and I just couldn't ask. Take me out tonight, oh take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care. Driving in your car, I never want to go home, because I haven't got one all along. Oh, I haven't got one. And if a
And that was the Smiths with There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. What's up, Blinker? Blinker says, I do really like this song. I think this charming man is still my favorite. Love the way he delivers, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. This song might be a bit too macabre for me, though. You and my ex-girlfriend both. Like I said, she requested I remove this song from a playlist I made her. Uh, because she thought it was too scary. This charming man is very good. I love his voice. I love the melody. Everything about the song is just hits all the right buttons for me personally. That said, the Smiths have many good songs on it. The Smiths have many good songs in their discography. So it's not there's really a lot to choose from. So there's no real right answer. Coming up next, this is the only 4 songs left on the stream. Can you believe it? This is Slow Dive with their song Machine Gun. I've played Slow Dive on my stream before, but never this song, and I think this is one of their better songs. It's a beautiful one. I have the next 3 songs, not the last song, the next 3 songs are all sort of shoegaze. So I hope that you like that because that's what you're gonna hear. Um, this is a pretty short song, so let's just get into it and we can talk about it afterwards. This is Slow Dive with Machine Gun. That was Slow Dive with Machine Gun. Fantastic, beautiful song. Like says, saw Slow Dive a couple years ago. Fun show. Me too. I saw them after they released their self-titled album back in what, like 2017. Um, I got in, thankfully, luckily, not thankfully, but luckily for free because my brother is someone who has pretty good connections to the music scene here in DC. So when they came to us one of the venues here, my brother knows the owner, so he just got us in for free and put us in the nice seats. That doesn't happen very often, but for some reason that day the guy was feeling generous, I guess, and my brother is very much a smooth talker. It was a fucking awesome show, one of my favorite shows I've ever been to. I loved it. Um, they're amazing. I mean, I am dying for them to release another album because it's so rare for I think for anything, music, TV, movies, like anything, to have that long of a hiatus, come back and be so good, and be so just solid in every way. So I really hope they keep going with that because they're great. Speaking of comebacks, though, the next song on the list is My Bloody Valentine with Only Tomorrow. There's only 3 songs left on the playlist, and I've decided to go with this one because I think it's a good one-two punch of shoegaze comebacks. I was really worried about this when this first came out. I was like, oh, please be good, please be good, and it blew me away. MBV is an amazing album. And the reason I also put this on here is because last week I accidentally might confuse My Bloody Valentine with My Chemical Romance, and that was very embarrassing. So I want to pay the penance by playing one of their songs on stream today. Uh, but also, My Bloody Valentine got me excited for nothing because I was hoping they had an announcement recently, like, oh, we're gonna announce something big, guys. Stay tuned. I was like, oh, new album, please be a new album, please, dear God. And then it turned out they were just putting their songs on Spotify. Like, okay, I guess that's cool. I New music, please, though. That's what I want. Um, Not to be ungrateful. I mean, I love that they released anything over so many years, but when a band is this good, you want new music. So let's listen to My Bloody Valentine's song Only Tomorrow. That was My Bloody Valentine with Only Tomorrow. Okay, coming up next is the second to last song of this stream. It's Shoujo Skip with Makura. I've played Shoujo Skip once or twice on here before, but I think that was the same song twice. Then we have one album, which is a goddamn shame because they're amazing, but this is a Japanese shoegaze post-rock band, and they're incredible. I really, really wish they released more stuff. I doubt they ever will because this album came out in 2013, and I haven't heard a peep from them since. But this album is a, a gem, in my opinion. It's one that I hope everyone will listen to. It's called Kosodoro Kitsune by Shoujo Skip. And if you like this song, then you should like the whole album. And you know what? Don't want to hear me prattle on and on about it. You want to hear the song. Let's get to it. This is Shoujo Skip with Makura.
「
And that was Shoujo Skip with Makura. This rules, says Linker. Fuck yeah, Linker, I'm glad you think so. That makes me really happy to hear. I think, like I said before, they're a fantastic band that I think deserves way more recognition than they have. And if you like that, like I said, the full album is Kosodoro Kitsune. I recommend checking them out. And there are plenty of other bands that sound just like them that I also like, but you gotta keep tuning in to hear them. Or you can, I guess, find them on your own time, but that's no fun. Watch my stream instead. Okay. We're coming up now, if you can believe it. We're coming up on the last song. It's the end of the stream. Oh my goodness. 20 different bucks for the CD on Discogs. Yeah, that's a bummer. Honestly, I I don't buy CDs, but I buy vinyl. And if a vinyl is expensive, that's a bummer. But at least it's been released on vinyl, and that means that it might get a reissue, which might be cheaper at some point in the future. But a lot of Japanese bands that I like, a lot of the more obscure ones, never released any sort of vinyl for any of their stuff, so I'm not gonna be able to collect any of their stuff physically, which is a bit of a bummer. But oh well, including them. And like I said, they seem to have broken up, so I doubt it'll ever be released ever again. But one can always hope. But coming up next is Dead Can Dance with Kiko. Now, Dead Can Dance, if you don't know already, is a very experimental group that focuses primarily on sort of like medieval folk sounds with a bit of rock thrown in there. That sounds very lame when I say it, but I think that they do a really beautiful job of being just genuine, and it's their music is incredible. And I wanted in the stream tonight on a bit of a weird note. That's why I picked this, and I think that Dead Can Dance is not only one of the best bands out there still to this day, even though they've been around for like over 2 decades, I think they still make music and it's still very good. And even though they have plenty of songs from all across their discography, I picked this one because I think the ending is just perfect. I think it's a good ending to the stream. So let's give it a nice listen. This is Dead Can Dance with Kiko. and that was Dead Can Dance with Kiko. Well, if you can believe it, it's already that time. It's the end of the stream. Thank you so much for watching or listening or however you ingested this. I appreciate it. It's always a fun time for me to do this, and I hope that it was a fun time to listen, you know? I try to make this as best as I can, and I hope song choices were enjoyable. Thank you. If you were passively listening, thank you if you're listening very intently. Thanks if to the people who were here earlier and who had to leave for whatever reason, but at least they listened for a little bit, you know? I always appreciate it, no matter how long. Cool stuff. Production on the last track was cool. Yeah, I agree. Dead Can Dance has really good production value on a lot of their stuff, even though it's not something that you would expect to need that, but it's all really good. Especially the earlier stuff too. Like you wouldn't expect this sort of band in their early stages to have that sort of funding, but they did. So good on them, I guess. Uh, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. You do this. Yes, I do this every Thursday evening. Well, I don't want to say every, but I do this most Thursday evenings when I can. I try to anyway, but yeah, there are definitely times where I just don't do it for whatever reason. But I'll try to let people know that if I stream earlier that week and I'm not planning on streaming on Thursday, I'll let you know in that stream. But more often than not, you can find me doing this every Thursday. Around 7 EST is when I start, and it usually lasts for about 2.5 hours ish. Um, that said, if you miss it, I do have an archive channel that I have linked below on Twitch if you want to check that out. I have a few of these backlog, not all of them. I started this in like August, September of last year, and so wow, almost not almost a year ago. A few months till it's been a year. But I started archiving these around this year's January. So I have a decent enough backlog of them if you're curious to skip through them and see what I've been playing. Otherwise, I guess catch me when you can, you know. I appreciate it. I normally stream. I have a secret anime stream I do every Friday where I watch 5 episodes of whatever show I'm watching, which is Gundam right now. It's the first show I guess I'm doing right now. I'm streaming Mosu Gundam 0079. But I don't feel like streaming tomorrow, so I won't, you know. But I'll probably do that again next week, more than likely, or I won't. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But yes, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Have a good night. Bye. Oh, I didn't end it. I thought I clicked end stream, but I didn't click end stream. This is embarrassing. Oh no, this